What's up, fams? We got to talk about this. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that sub button and shout out to my gang. Gang.
Oh man, let's talk about it. It's day 2 and 6ix9ine is still out there pointing those fingers. And I told you guys, it ain't gonna stop. Now, the first day was pretty crazy because, listen, this was trending everywhere on Twitter. Peep this for a second. A rapper snitching in court was the #1 trending thing on Twitter, and everyone was watching in shock. Okay, it was crazy. Now, today, 6ix9ine has revealed a lot of stuff, okay? Like, if you thought he was snitching yesterday, well, he's snitching today. The two things that are standing out to me are one topic being him discussing everything that happened the day he was kidnapped, right? Now, the second thing is this right here. And I almost like to talk about the other topic tomorrow, but the topic that I thought you guys were definitely most interested in was the fact that 6ix9ine had Trippie Redd shot at. Yes. Now, did you guys know that? I didn't know that. But guess what? 6ix9ine's in court today, and he's telling everyone that's exactly what happened. Now, I'm going to read you guys some of the transcripts on what happened in this situation. And 6ix9ine starts the whole thing off with saying that him and Trippie Redd were on the same record label. He says, you know, there was some jealousy between the two, right? He says that Trippie Redd had his deal first, and he ended up getting his deal second. He says that over time, there started to become a lot of animosity between the two online. Now, you guys saw that play out. I was covering a lot of the Test My Gangsta World Tour, probably more than anyone. I covered a lot of 6ix9ine, and I was documenting everything for people to see. Now, he moves on to say, Trippie Redd's manager gave them the address to the video shoot, and he told Shotti that he wanted something to be done about Trippie Redd. He says Shotti replied to him saying, "Say less. We'll get on top of it." He says at some point, they head over to Red Hook around there, and 6ix9ine's in a Jeep, and they see Trippie Redd's Sprinter van. He says they're sitting there, they're waiting. Shotti called up some other homies to pull up. And while they're waiting for Trippie Redd, they see him and about 15 other people. And he says they follow them for about an hour on the highway. Now, he says at this point, right, the Sprinter van carrying about the 15 other people, it gets to the hotel. Now, Shotti doesn't want 6ix9ine to get out or whatever because, you know, he says, you know, they don't want to get spotted. So they tell 6ix9ine to stay in the car. Shotti gets out. Harv parallel parks to the hotel. He's about with 3 other guys. Then he says Shotti comes back screaming, "It's effing Treyway." Okay. Now, Shotti then tells 6ix9ine that Harv punched Trippie Redd in the face. Now, you guys saw that whole thing go down because I played you guys a live stream of when that went down. Trippie Redd had bruises on his face from him getting hit by Harv. And here's something that we didn't know about, okay? Now, this is where the situation gets crazy, right? Trippie Redd happens to be in New York this time, right? And he's chilling with Frenchie, who's also in another blood clique, right? And by the way, this Frenchie guy, he's Trippie Redd's protection. He's telling Trippie Redd that he's good. Hey, man, you can come to New York. Don't worry about all that stuff. I got you. Now, Trippie Redd comes back to New York, and 6ix9ine, he's upset because he's like, yo, you got to check in. Like, this is during the whole check-in situation. You come to my town, you got to check in, blah, 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 blah. Now, he's upset because Trippie Redd doesn't want to check in, and he's trying to assert his dominance. Now, he gets the drop on where Trippie Redd is. But during this time, Trippie Redd is in Times Square with Frenchie. So he says that he really can't do anything in that situation because there's a huge police presence at Times Square. So he has to back off. Now, he says they back off for a little bit, but at some point, Shotti fires 5 to 6 shots into Trippie Redd's Sprinter. Now, they ask the question, what happened after the shots were fired? He answers, the shots hit the car. So, simply in that situation, man, this could have been a situation where we could have lost Trippie Redd because 6ix9ine had shots fired at Trippie Redd. We could have lost Trippie Redd because 6ix9ine wanted something done about Trippie Redd. It's crazy to think about because this is someone that actually may get free. And if you really read all this stuff that's going on, this is someone that went out of his way to seek help of gang members, and all of those guys are going to be locked up. But he's the one that put them up to do crimes. And yes, I get it. They're grown men. But if you're telling people to go do this and do that, to go shoot at people, to go do this, and you get no time while everyone else gets all time because you're the one that's snitching, that's crazy. That's crazy because if you really look at it, 6ix9ine was really the puppet master in the situation. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. We could have lost Trippie Redd, man.